Welcome back, everyone, to another exciting episode of Yoh and The Hooligans. Before I introduce who was in this podcast with me, I just want to say that this podcast will be spoiling the MCU up till now. Everything from Iron Man 1 up to the final episode of The Falcon and Winter Soldier, it's gonna be a spoiler fest. If you're not caught up with the MCU and you don't want spoilers, then please click off this video and come back another time. You get caught up with the MCU and or you don't care about spoilers, then stick around. Joining me on today's episode is my lovely girlfriend Alice. Alice, say hello. She's
Hi.
sleepy. She's sleepy.
I recorded I streamed Resident Evil for 4.5 hours today. I'm allowed.
And then also joining us on the podcast is our comic book loving friend, Mr. Lone Wolf.
Howdy, howdy.
Howdy how. So,
Meow.
so I think I just kind of this preference, this will be a pretty good starting point. What is your guys' favorite MCU movie?
Guardians 2.
Oh, yeah.
I think everyone already knows it's obviously Doctor Strange.
Okay. I've actually never had a conversation with you, so I'll let you go first with your why Doctor Strange.
So the reason why Doctor Strange is, and this is actually a little bit before I actually started watching the MCU as a whole, it's also because of the animated movies he has, as well as from the comics, he kind of just appealed to me more than some of the other characters within the MCU.
Okay. Makes sense. Like
Doctor
Alice,
Strange
but
hot.
it's better to come back. But like Alice, I probably go with Guardians 1 and 2. I lean more toward Guardians 1 mainly because that was the first MCU I really got into. And like it was one of the first movies we saw together, Alice, as well. Which
Yeah,
is
but
why
still. Oh my god.
it's special to me. Oh yeah, but like we'll get into death when we get to the death section. But so yeah, what's y'all's least favorite MCU movie?
Now, I'm not gonna say Captain Marvel because that's too obvious.
I'm gonna say I don't give a fuck. I don't
Yeah,
give
but,
a
like,
fuck.
Yeah,
I
but
have
I'm just
reasons.
saying. Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, that's too obvious of a job. So my least favorite would be Iron Man 2.
Yeah, a lot of people say that's one of the only ones I haven't seen, but I hear a lot of people say that.
It's not terrible in my opinion. It's just when it gets to, like, the party scene, it's just like so cringy in my opinion. I'm just like, why? Like, I know you're kind of dying. You're being like you're drunk and like currently being intoxicated by like the toxins inside the arc reactor inside your chest. But really, do you have to go that cringy?
I
It's like
mean,
it's like Spider-Man 3 kind of cringy.
I mean, to be fair though, um, it kind of makes sense a little bit.
It does, but it's just the way it was played out was just
Yeah,
cringy in my opinion.
the execution could have been a lot better in that movie.
Yeah. Like, that's like the only part I absolutely dislike in that entire film. Like, I like everything else.
What about you, Wolfie? What's your least favorite MCU movie?
I think if I had to really choose my least favorite, I think I'd have to kind of go with The Incredible Hulk 2, that is.
The thing though, is that hasn't really impacted the rest of the MCU. So,
It's just mostly an origin story.
like some people don't even count it.
I don't really, because it's like two different actors, but like it's in the timeline and the MCU. So
Yeah.
I count both movies regardless what people say, because a lot of people will include the first one, but it's like, well, if you're going to include that one, you kind of have to include the follow-up, you know?
That makes sense, yeah. Yeah.
And that my dad, who's also a Marvel fan, he's the one who told me that. You know, like no matter which movie, if people say it's not part of their timeline, it should be a part of yours if it's a follow up to what happened next. Like Iron Man 2 and 3 to the first movie, you know?
Makes sense, yeah.
Yeah.
But I'd say that just a different actor though, from the first one to the second one. That's probably the only dislike I have about it, really. But you know, it's still a good movie regardless.
Yeah.
Like, with my choice, I know it's pretty basic, but like, my biggest issue with Captain Marvel is Brie Larson is a terrific actress.
Pleb.
How?
Because that's obvious that you automatically pick that one.
Yeah,
Like,
I know, but
that is one of the most hated MCU films.
But I know, so was Iron Man 2 and the Hulk. So no, but it's like you get like an Oscar-winning actress in your MCU movie. You hype it up as you need to watch this to get Endgame, and the end result is a very bland, very forgettable not just MCU movie, but superhero movie as a whole with a very bland lead character. The WandaVision did more world building for the characters within Captain Marvel, Rambo, than Captain Marvel did for itself. Like,
Vision, one
we'll get to
vision.
that. But like, Captain Marvel could have been something great because Brie Larson is a terrific actress. That's the biggest problem with it. I think it was a waste of her talent. That is my issue, and it felt very Phase 1-y. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
I can agree with that one.
like, not that the Phase 1 movies are bad, but you'll never hear.
It's like Phase 1 is like kind of like start up, and then you wouldn't see something like Captain Marvel in something that was supposed to be the end of Phase 3. You'd see it as like, this should have been in Phase 1.
Yeah, and maybe
Like,
people would have got behind the character more. I think we would have got behind the character more.
yeah,
I
like
agree with that.
it's also like the way the film was made and written. It felt like a film that was made and written from Phase 1.
Yeah, and like, not that Phase 1 is a bad phase at all, but you'll never hear
Compared
any.
to the others, it is.
Yeah,
Compared
no,
to
but
like
like
2 and 3 and currently 4.
you'd never hear anybody say my favorite MCU movie isn't Phase 1. No, you wouldn't hear that. You just wouldn't hear that, to be honest. No, I'm
Yeah.
sure there's people out there. I'm sure there are, but it's fairly where you see that.
Like, for example, my favorite Iron Man film is the first one.
Yeah, but like
Fight
your
me.
favorite overall MCU movie. You don't hear anyone say their favorite overall is Phase 1. Like Wolfie said Doctor Strange, you said the two Guardians, that's a Guardians 1, that's Phase 2 and 3. You know?
Yeah.
Like, Captain Marvel wasn't an awful movie by any means. As a movie, it was well made. Special effects were really good. I loved Jude Law. Jude Law's good in everything. I love the Skrulls. But other than that, it was just very, very bland.
I just remember that scene. I remember we were in the cinema. When she flung him into the rock. I just remember I turned to you and I was like, "Oh, she's so good. She's gonna drag him away." Fuck up. And what happened?
She did. No,
I started
McGo-
pissing myself laughing. It was so funny.
like, she could have killed Jude Law's character. I know the character has a name, but I forget it, so it's Jude Law. You know they kept him alive for sequels.
Yep.
That's why he's alive.
They kind of had to in the end.
Yeah, but I heard there was like, I think there was I think it was a deleted scene where it's like, I think it was something to do with the Grand Intelligence. I
Oh,
forget.
you told me this where he only saw himself.
Yes,
Yeah, that was the deleted scene actually.
and like that would have been good in the scene, but there is something called a character arc or a character moment. Something Captain Marvel was greatly lacking. But
I have a question.
yeah.
Are we only going to talk about MCU, or are we going to talk about like other Marvel movies like X-Men?
just MCU. But we can go to we can talk
We got-
about X-Men like for the future of the MCU.
Well,
got to-
because Deadpool's coming into the MCU, so
Yeah.
can we talk
That
about?
is true. That is
Yeah.
true.
Can we
Well-
talk about Best Boy later?
Yes, yeah, the predictions part. So before we get to that, I want to like get you guys' opinion on WandaVision and then Falcon and the Winter Soldier. So let's do one.
Division.
Let's do WandaVision first because that's first, anyways. So, what were your guys' overall thoughts on WandaVision?
I actually liked it, WandaVision. As
I
much as that,
enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it too.
I fairly enjoyed it, especially with my parents. My
Yeah.
dad would not shut up talking about it for months at the time, knowing my mom about it. And my mom's over here told me to get him to stop. Like, get your father to stop, please. It's driving me mad. I'm like, what do you want me to do about it?
Like, it was a fairly good kind of arc for Wanda. I like Wanda's always been one of my favorite characters. So it was a good arc for her, I thought.
If you think about it, it's also kind of like an origin story for how she obtained her full power.
That's true. That's
Which is
true.
true.
Because like we saw like her as a kid and how she became fascinated with sitcoms and how that goes into the
And
thing
then
now.
her apartment blew up. I will always vividly remember that scene of her just watching the sitcom with her parents, and then boom.
Yeah, that frightened the life out of me because I was not prepared for that, even though I knew it was gonna happen.
Neither was I. Like,
No, like we
I
knew it
saw
was
it.
gonna happen, but like when?
yeah. What are you saying, Wolf?
I started laughing when I saw that scene. I couldn't help myself. I cracked up.
You're terrible.
Just bang me.
But
Like a little maniac.
like besides Wanda though, I loved that they brought back Jimmy Woo. I freaking love Jimmy Woo. I was like, oh, no.
Is that Vision?
No, that's the cop.
Oh yeah.
The cop that was from Ant-Man that was in WandaVision. That guy.
Cat.
I love him. I want him to have his own show. I'm pretty sure the actor wants to do his own MCU show. I'd watch him. I would.
Yeah. You know what I found out?
Well,
You know how like Wanda was able to make the perfect replica of communicating thinking all the time.
yeah.
And like that's why at the scene where she
Then
says, "I can't
that
feel
scene
you."
in Infinity War where when she had to kill Vision,
Yeah.
he said, "Oh, that makes it so much fucking worse."
She
No.
technically killed him because Thanos killed him once.
Yeah, but you had to. She had to watch him die a few times. Like, bad out if we didn't mention. If we talk about WandaVision, and we didn't mention Monica Rambeau. Oh. No, I was going to let you finish.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, like, I would arguably agree that he is currently.
One thing I love is when she kind of got blipped back.
And then like your one like she was
got
going.
the reason why Captain Marvel has short hair in Endgame is because she did one of those like shave or die things to raise money for her friend because she had cancer.
Yeah, that when I heard about that, I was happy for that she did that, but I was sad for her friend. You know?
Yeah, but like
Yeah.
I thought that made a lot of sense to the character, you know.
Mm.
Yeah.
Again, like I said, Captain Marvel, one Vision did a better war building for Captain Marvel than her own movie did. But like that's neither here nor there. But it's like Monica will be probably a very interesting character going forward with that movie, The Marvels, coming out, which we'll touch on in the prediction section as well.
You know what I would love? See,
What?
something that like a show or something that happens like during the blip.
Yeah, I would love that too.
That would actually be interesting to see.
Like
I
have like little vigilantes in like, and it's during the time of the blip, like, and then they go back into hiding when everyone comes back.
like I like like the wait from Infinity War to Endgame was agonizing. But I personally, looking back, I personally would have loved a few movies in between Infinity War and Endgame that told the story of in between.
Yeah.
Because that would have been, or like even do some now where it's the in between, you know? It'd be
Yeah,
interesting to
while
see
we're
the
waiting
world.
for like wait for what you call it.
Loki. Loki's coming out in 2 months.
Yeah, but at the
No,
same
1 month.
time,
1 month.
Loki. Yeah, but I'm saying at the same time, Loki's taking place in space in
True.
in a kind of different-ish dimension. So
With Owen
like,
Wilson.
yes, but I'm saying like, and it's also in a different timeline because that's the Loki from Avengers, not the current dead
Yeah. Oh, God, confusion. But
Loki.
no, I'd love to
But
see a series in
that's
between the two.
that's what pisses me off. Like everyone's gonna be like, "Oh my god, this is Loki from Infinity War." I'm like, "No, this is Loki from Avengers." You know that character development from Thor 2 onwards? That's gone. That's no longer existed. He
But
has to do that shit all over again.
it's
And I
fitting
can't wait.
though.
And I can't wait to see him cry, especially when he finds out his mother's dead.
No, but I think it's fitting though.
Ah,
I think it's really fitting though because like Loki's character arc naturally was gonna end with him dying.
yeah.
It
But
would have.
like I wonder how this version of it's gonna go because I doubt they're gonna kill him off again. Because then, if they
No, I
do,
doubt
people
it.
will be just like, "Oh, again, seriously, you already did that once before."
Twice. They did it. They did one fake out and one real.
Look up the comics. How many
But
times did Loki die again in the comics?
if
Four
I
hundred
die once more, that will give me a free coffee.
No,
Okay, so let's move on.
I think Loki should stay alive. And
Yeah,
but at the same time, like when he finds like Thor, he still like hates him because like, you know, like
Thor's
Thor,
like Thor's all
Thor
emotional.
2 and 3 and the start of Infinity War never happened, so like he still hates Thor, but like I can't wait to when they see up again because he's gonna be like, oh my god, my brother's alive, and Loki's be like, I fucking hate you.
Yeah.
Just
Okay.
brother, leave me alone, peasants.
Oh, he's an asshole again.
Oh no. But
So
I want to see his reaction when he finds out that the mother's dead again because he adored Thor's mother.
yeah, I say like if the Guardians will be in Thor 4, they'll probably capture him and they'll explain. Like Thor will have a talk with him. But we'll get into more of that when we go to the series because they still
Yeah,
need to talk
because
about.
that scene in Thor 2, yo, you really need to watch Thor 2? I'm
Is it
just
now?
saying. Like that scene and like he's doing an illusion where like he's like making fun of Thor
Oh,
and all that,
you
mocking
told me
him.
about this
And
before.
then Thor tells him, "Show me what your real like your true form." And you see him on the floor. He's like every all of his neat books were torn around the place. He's in
Dude,
absolute mess after he finds out.
That's a big mood.
I'm sorry. Can we
Total.
can we just agree that when we all saw how he really looks naturally, it looks like he took a lot of drugs in that scene. I'm sorry, but someone had to say it.
Okay, so before we keep going, we can talk about what Loki. I just want to kind of get like all the previous stuff out of the way, then we can go into the series. if that's okay.
I'm just looking forward to that show coming out.
So,
And
so
it's coming out on Wednesdays instead of Fridays, which is shocking.
one more month though.
Yeah, but
Roughly.
I'm just saying it's coming out on a Wednesday than a Friday.
Yeah.
Even in the little trailer, it says Wednesdays are your new Friday.
Lol. So, Falcon and Winter Soldier. General thoughts.
I hate fucking what's his name?
John Walker.
Yes.
Wow.
I want to punch him, but I want to hug the actor.
Yeah. No, before we go into the details of what we talk about Winter Soldier, if you're one of those people that bully John Walker off his Instagram, well, let's talk John Walker, White Russell, you are the
No.
scum of the earth. Get out of the fandom. We don't want you here.
Wait, can I say this? You see that cliff over there? I want you to get some rope, go over to it, wrap the rope around like a broken tree, put it around your neck, and jump.
We don't promote that now. Come on.
I'm just saying.
No, I get what you're coming from. No, like how could people not separate actor from character?
Like they're like, they're ruining Captain America. I'm like, he's supposed to be try it. He's supposed to ruin. He's supposed to ruin Captain America.
Like,
you're supposed to hate him.
Okay. I'll have to take. God, what's your take, Wesley? What's your take?
So pause right there, Alice. First, and I'm let me lay the foundation really quick. Oh man, it's like every time I hear people who's like, oh, he's supposed to ruin Captain America. It's like, well, you see, here's the thing about that, and this is my take on this always. I won't necessarily say he's meant to ruin Captain America. As much as it really seems that way, it's not entirely true. And the reason why, for me at least, is because if you look at every Captain America currently that's in a manga, comics, translate that over to the MCU, every Captain America does things differently. Supposedly, this one just so happens to be the Mad Lad here. Can we not agree with that?
Yeah. No, like,
all right. See, this is why it's good that we have a comic book nerd, because he's like, that's not actually how it happens. If you think about it, in issue 457 on page 4, line 2, paragraph 1, panel number 4 in the right hand corner, you see that little squiggly line? Yeah, that's supposed to be your mom.
Okay, no, but I get what we're saying now, but it's like, John Walker was written in a way where you weren't supposed to side with him. Like, that was the whole point of the interpretation.
I mean, yeah,
like,
because
could I? Fun?
No,
you, both of you.
No, host first.
Do I have to get my beating stick?
All I was gonna say was, like, he was setting up to be he was setting up to join the Dark Avengers and be what's the name?
Dark Captain America.
But there's a name for it.
I don't know. We're just gonna call him Dark
US agent. That's what was being setting up for. You know?
Pardon me.
See,
like,
and that's right there. That right there, just like the comics, that is exactly what's going to happen, actually.
Yeah.
And
like,
I like to point out, for those who do follow the main timeline for the MC, congrats to you, because many people miss this so much. Because you guys remember L, right?
L? Oh yes, L. Yes.
So when he watched the entirety of MCU, he came to me with a lot of questions, and one of the ones was after he watched Winter Soldier. So I hear there's these Dark Avengers. What's that about? And I had to kind of explain to him, going back to the main timeline all the way through up to how this makes sense. And for those who do understand out there that know how the Dark Avengers came to be and stuff, please educate people with that, please. Because if I do it, I will sound very terrible, and I don't mean to get kind.
But my whole thing is like I personally feel it takes a lot more acting ability to play a character that's supposed to be hated than someone like Steve Rogers himself. Now, Chris Evans played Steve Rogers beautifully. I'm not saying that a lot he didn't, but I just think like you have to make the audience hate you, which is a lot harder than making the audience love you.
Exactly.
That's why. But no, I'm excited to see, and I really hope Wyatt Russell stays on the MCU. I really hope he doesn't quit because of the fans. I really, really
Yeah,
hope that.
because no offense, I bet you those quote unquote fans are the people that hopped onto the bandwagon for WandaVision, and then they're like, oh my god, I'm gonna watch the MCU, and then just like watch like all the hot guys. So say for example, Iron Man, Thor, Captain America, Doctor Strange, like, and then like Winter Soldier, and then they're like, oh my god, I have to be culturally appropriate, so I'm gonna watch Black Panther too, even though Black Panther is also very hot as well. Like,
With
and
with Chadwick Boseman, I'm just gonna put out there like he was gone too soon. He really
yeah,
was.
he
Um,
was a really good actor.
Yeah. For no,
But
um,
like,
I don't.
I'm just saying, like, people like that piss me off, and they're like, oh my god, and then they see Loki, and they're like, oh my god, Loki is like a
Okay,
perfect
well,
god, and I'm like, oh my god, you
like,
haven't been around as long as I have.
yeah. Wolfie, what were you gonna say, Wolfie?
um, I was gonna quickly say on the actor for T'Challa. I do very much wish he was still alive. You know.
All I gotta say is like fair play to him. He did. He did a bunch. He did about 4 action movies while
Yeah.
battling cancer.
Yeah,
Like,
that is true.
that's a testament, to be honest.
Mm.
It is, and like I said, like if Cancer didn't go ahead and win in that fight, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I do like I do wish he was still alive because now if anyone's paid attention, we got Wakanda Forever coming out soon.
Yeah, we do. We do.
I forgot what
Yeah,
Yeah.
date. And
I can get up. I can get the dates up. We talk here.
okay, I forgot the exact date, but I know it's coming out soon. But the one thing about that is kind of like, well, we kind of have to skip in the actual timeline here because Wakanda Forever was not meant to come out sooner than originally intended. If anyone who actually seen the timeline originally years ago before this happened, if y'all know what I mean, congrats.
But yeah, no, I get it. But let me ask this: what was your guys' opinion on Carly as a villain?
Eh,
I wasn't so old. I'm being honest.
like I think she was more of a setup for the main Phase 4 kind of villains. She
Yeah.
was like the
Yeah,
person that would start the domino effect. So like
I'm
people that start the domino effect, like they're kind of more eh.
yeah, and I felt like the actress did good for what she had to work with.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I felt the writing like I personally felt Falcon and Winter Soldier was a lot better than WandaVision. But my only main issue is the writing for Carly. Not Carly as not the actress Carly, not what Carly as a character, but just her writing. You
Mm,
know, that's the kind of I felt that could have been a better handled.
yeah. But like
Yeah,
at
I
the
can
same
agree.
time, like you do have to have sometimes shit villains, so then they
Yeah.
can set up for like better villains. Like if Carly like never existed, we wouldn't have had like John Walker going completely well, he probably would have
Oh,
eventually have
that
got
scene.
we
That
I said to him, if you ever make me so upset, I will send you that picture because I know he adores Captain America because of
I'm not.
t- tiny boy power.
You can no tell them why. Don't you can tell them because I know you love telling it more than I do.
Yes, because when he sees himself as Captain America, because before Captain America became Captain America, he was yo-sized, skinny,
I'm saying
small,
I
adorable.
did, but
Now he's buff, sexy. and old.
Well, he's technically dead
Wow.
now. He's dead now. But yeah, no, that scene is fucking iconic, to be honest.
All right, I have a quick question though.
Yeah.
All right.
Where does fucking WandaVision Winter Captain I'm just gonna call it Captain Falcon and the Winter Soldier and Spider-Man Far From Home take place?
I believe
Like, which comes first?
WandaVision, Far From Home, Falcon Winter Soldier. I believe it's. I believe it's been confirmed. I believe that. People know I'm wrong. Tell me down below. But I believe that's timing.
I think you just swap it from Falcon to Spider-Man. Because like if Spider-Man happened first, there would be news like everywhere during like the New York scene talking about like how Spider-Man's Peter Parker and how he like killed your quote unquote killed Mysterion, which I still think he's still alive.
Yeah. Okay. I don't really know. I know one of them is 6 months later. One of them is 8 months later. I do know that.
I'm just gonna presume Far From Home's like
Yeah.
later.
Yeah. No, I think Far From Home is 8 months later. I think you're right. Yeah. I think I got them mixed up. But
I
I was
can't
gonna
wait
say.
for the next film.
But Bucky and Sam, how did their character arcs feel for you guys?
I loved how they developed in their characters.
Same.
I'm sorry, but like
I loved their
Sam.
I loved their bromance. I just absolutely loved it.
I'm sorry, but I'm sorry.
Bucky's either gonna fuck your one from Wakanda or she's gonna fuck Sam's sister.
Oh, I love that scene.
You know she's not wrong with that claim.
No, but I
Either
love
way,
how
Bucky is getting laid.
I love that scene where Sam just says to him, "Don't flirt with my sister."
And then like Bucky just like smiles like, oh, he going up. He's
He's
going.
after Sarah 100%.
Let's start there. Bucky never cared.
No, but I love that scene where Sam is trading and he deliberately leaves a room when he's doing his jog. He deliberately leaves room to his left.
That could be for Steve or for Bucky eventually.
I'm pretty sure it's for Steve because
Yeah,
what was the first interaction Sam and Steve had? On your left.
On your
What?
left. On your left.
On your left.
Oh, come on!
Don't say it! Don't say it! Don't!
On your left.
And then I love how it came back in Endgame. Cap and Sam. I remember. Okay, I believe it on this show before, but you two weren't here. Endgame reactions during the portal scene. Wolfie, would you like to go first?
Nah, I want Alex to go first. I'm curious on hers.
Okay. Okay, I remember me and Alex saw with a bunch of friends. I remember this.
On my birthday.
Yeah, and I remember turning to you like halfway through the fight between the main trio and Thanos, and I turned to you and I went, wait, didn't Hulk snap everybody back and it worked?
And then as soon as you say that,
like 5 minutes after, that's on your. And
then I remember like when like Cap got like fucking Mjolnir and he's like Avengers, and then you're like then you looked at me and you were fucking shaking me. He's like, he better fucking say it.
No, I remember what I said. I said specifically, say it, you blue spangled son of a bitch.
Wow.
You said you said asshole, and then he was like simple. And I remember the entire everyone in the cinema started screaming out and like cheering, and I was just like, oh my god.
It's so beautiful. Okay, what'll be your turn?
Alright, so unfortunately for me, I did not watch this in cinema because my dad had strictly said
Oh,
no. He strictly said no. This is
oh.
he literally said this is for me and your mother only. I'm like, okay, I can watch this somewhere else.
Oh.
Okay, so what was your reaction when you saw the post?
Now when I saw it, I watched it by myself, obviously, and I teared up at seeing all the heroes again, like
Yeah,
every
I,
single.
I, I did too. Like that. Oh,
Because what hinted it away was after Hulk had snapped for everyone to come back, the phone starts ringing, and the person we hear is the person we don't really expect, obviously, which kind of still fascinates.
fascinates.
I swear I can English. I swear I can English.
English, do you speak it?
But it's like I said,
Apparently not.
but no, it's like after the phone rings and I forget. Ah, come on.
It was Hawkeye's wife, I believe, wasn't it, when the phone rang?
Yes, it was Hawkeye's wife. I'm trying to remember because I think it was either Hawkeye himself or another character who picked up the phone. And again, it's always those unsuspecting characters, that really kind of sets it away. Not really, but because it depends on execution. For me, it really set it away that something major was going to happen. Like, oh, wonder what happens if a hero comes back. You get to the scene, and of course, I did kind of scream my head off a little bit when Cap is by himself, getting ready to get his,
He
"Hey."
was ready to take on the whole army by himself.
To be fair, it's not like he really had a choice.
No, he didn't, but like he was just ready to do it, and that's what I fucking love about Cap.
It's like to me, it's like in my best friend outside of TS Shakur, he even said, let him have fought him. He was going to die
Oh,
eventually.
he would have died then there.
I wouldn't say that now. I'd say a good 5 minutes.
Yeah,
But
but
just seeing the glorious portals open.
Yeah.
and then everyone is walking out, and you're just like, oh, you're just pointing out
I
at everyone.
remember like when Spider-Man swung out, everyone absolutely lost their shit, and that was including me because I remember I refuse to watch Infinity War and Endgame because I love my emotions and my sanity.
No,
I'm like I don't like watching people die.
I remember in Infinity War, you were crying, I was tearing up, and our friend was like, well, that was good, wasn't it? And our friend's also a big
No.
MCU fan. He's also a big MCU fan. But we're like, well, why aren't you crying? He just shrugged. Like, dude, do you not have emotions? He went, no.
He was like it was different than the comics. And I'm like, seriously though.
But speaking
You.
of Infinity War, me and that friend saw it again. I think, yeah, I was walking, so me and my friend saw it again. And we were coming home from we got a Starbucks after it was all over. And I put my name down, and they heard so my name is Devin. I'm just gonna put that. I think many people have I think maybe Alice has said Devin on this show before.
It's
But
usually Debbie.
yeah. But so I think my name was Devin, and the Starbucks goes, Ben. I went, what? I went, no,
Yeah.
Devin was okay, but so I think that's all we want to talk about for the
Wait,
current stuff.
can I say one thing?
Yeah, and then we'll hop on to the baseball stuff. Yeah.
What was everyone's like emotional state when they saw that all the stones were gone out of Thanos' glove, and when the camera turns around,
I was like, he has them,
Um,
and he's no. I was like,
No, as soon as I saw Iron Man with the fucking Infinity Stones, I just started crying. Like I knew what was going on, so I just started bawling.
I wasn't crying yet, but I knew it was coming.
Like as soon as I saw like all of them, he didn't even have to do the snap yet. I was like, no.
You were saying, Ruffy?
See, for me, it's like just the final look from Iron Man and Doctor Strange, just one. I'm like, why you gotta remind me? I'm like, why you gotta remind me?
I think Doctor Strange doing that to me, that signal to Tony, that this is the one we win.
Or
Yeah.
snap. You have
Yeah.
to do the snap.
But
I have a purse that says like it has like I like the what's the thing? This is proof that Tony Stark has a heart, and it's like it looks like the Iron Man suit, like the front of it, and if you open up, it says I am Iron. It says I am Iron Man like all over it. Hold on, I'm gonna just quickly just grab it, like it's right next to me, because I know it says. I don't know if it says I am inevitable, I am Iron Man, or I just I am Iron Man.
I think that was a fitting last word for Tony, though.
Yeah, because on the front of it says proof that Tony Stark has a heart, and then all over it it says, wait, hold on. Yeah, I am an inevitable. I am Iron Man. That's what it says all over the purse. And I fucking love this purse. I got this purse after Endgame. Fucking love it.
So now that we
don't win against Thanos, one.
So after all that, now
Deadpool.
wait, I want to say one more thing because Tony Wolfie doesn't remind me of it. I'm going to say this right now. Star-Lord did nothing wrong in Infinity War. If you were going to blame Star-Lord, if you're going to blame Star-Lord, then you have to blame Cap and Tony for fighting over the Accords and Thor for not going for the head. If you do not blame those two things, then you cannot blame Star-Lord for hitting Thanos for doing a natural human reaction. If Thanos did the Gamora, Thanos did the Gamora, if he did that with Pepper and Tony lost his shit, you'd all be praising it. So that's all I want to say.
Yeah, but like it made like at the same time like Peter, he knew Gamora for so long at this point.
4 years.
Yeah, but I'm just saying at this point, like his only other family members, like fuck, what was that pirate crew called?
The Ravagers.
Yeah, like all of them bar two. Well, technically bar one at this point died. Like that means his entire like he killed his dad. He watched his other dad die, and probably held his and like probably held his dad's body for God knows how long, and then seeing essentially his girlfriend / the first woman that he fell in love with and decided, I'm not just going to bang her to bang her, I actually have feelings for her, getting taken and killed by her quote unquote father. Of course he's gonna fucking beat the ever living shit out of him. Because he has daddy issues.
Yeah.
Like Lord forbid. It's like I understood why he did what he did, but
no, I'm not defending what he did. What I'm saying is Thor, Cap, and Tony are equally in the wrong. Because if Cap and Tony didn't fight about the Accords, they would have been together when Thanos came, and they probably would have won.
They would have. Because, like, they were right there. They were literally right there.
And then Thor not going for the head just to gloat to Thanos, saying, "Oh, I beat you."
See, now that's one thing I really thought that Thor was going to do. Yeah. I still think that's what he should have done. But the fact that he
gloat over the body.
Still, it's the fact that he didn't, both as well as the comics as well in the movies. It still disappoints me.
Yeah.
Like, come on, like that could have been where they won right there. Also, hi Dad.
Yeah, but okay. Off camera, dog. But Phase 4, I have the list of what we have for Phase 4 so far. And in order, we have Black Widow, Shang-Chi, The Legend of the Ten Rings, Eternals, Spider-Man No Way Home, Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, Thor Love and Thunder, Wakanda for Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, The Marvels, Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania, and Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3.
Woo!
So, I'm going to say this right now, Black Widow is the one I'm the least excited for.
Yeah, because
Are you only,
it's
are you,
backstory for a character that's already dead.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, are you understand it because that wasn't in phase 1?
It should have
It
been in
should
phase
have been.
2 at the latest. It should have been in phase 2.
Yeah, or phase 3,
Yeah, because
like
it's in
before
between
Infinity
Civil
War.
War,
I mean, Endgame.
Infinity War. It's in between Civil War and Infinity War.
Yeah,
It's
but it would have been cool if like they put it before like Endgame. So then like when like Endgame happens and she dies, like you're more like, oh,
or like it should have been like the movie after Endgame instead of Far From Home. Yeah, we wouldn't have seen. I guess we wouldn't have seen Far From Home because of COVID, but like it would have made a lot more sense. You know. I gotta say the one I'm most excited for is either Guardians 3 or Fab
of
of
course.
No Way Home.
I'm sorry, but
Yeah,
mostly
I know, Joe. No,
because
I'm excited
I'm
for the Multiverse of Madness.
I'm mostly looking forward to Doctor Strange
No,
and
No Way Home.
no, the Ten Rings
Okay,
because
yeah,
because when I was growing up, I watched the animated not Spider-Man, the animated
the
Iron Man TV show
the Armored
where
Adventures.
where they actually had the Mandarin in it, and it showed him with the Ten Rings, and I was like, oh my god, he's such a cool villain, and then when you see him in Iron Man 3, I'm like, why? You could have been, you were so close to greatness, so fucking close.
But this proves that like
You even gave him the Ten Rings and all, but no.
it's just going to prove that they were the fake ones and we're going to get the real ones now. Like they used the organization to get more clout
Mm.
in Iron Man 3. But so
But I just realized now with technically Iron Man dead, there's a lot of Iron Man villains they can't use. But at the same time, they'll probably use them to annoy poor little Peter.
I
yeah,
was gonna say you have no idea what they plan to do. If you're an active comic reader like I am, you will take those words back.
so I think it's safe to assume we should talk about like No Way Home and Multiverse of Madness together. But now I just want to say this: if Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield are in
Oh
No Way
jeez, not this
Home,
game.
no, if they're in No Way Home, it will be a
Yeah,
post credit. It will be a post credit scene.
exactly. I don't
Yeah,
get people that say, "Oh, they're lying. They are in it." Nye, nye, nye." I'm
I
like, shut up. You're ruining the hype.
No, but what's gonna happen is those people are gonna go to see No Way Home and be like, oh my god, why want Toby and Andrew in it? I want Toby and Andrew in the movie.
Yeah,
Like,
that's gonna happen, and that's like that's not gonna be fun when that happens.
I don't mean to sound like an asshole, but you people sound like whiny children.
like there's like a good chunk. I'm not trying to be mean to like or like quote unquote sexist to like the female fandom, but like there's a good chunk of them that just watch the Marvel movies for the plot, and I'm not talking about the actual superhero plot. I'm talking about the hot men.
No, but it's like I'm all for a Spider-Verse movie with the three live-action actors.
Yeah.
I would fucking love that. But it ain't gonna happen now. Because
I say not now, but I'm thinking more deeper into phase 4, like when the multiverse starts like ripping open
the
more.
multiverse, like No Way Home is the first movie, is the movie before Doctor Strange 2.
Yeah, so the multiverse hasn't been explored yet, so
Not really,
it,
no. So I think we'll get a post-credit scene with them.
yeah, or like at the end, like for I'm just saying this like knocking out the bush, but like if in Doctor Strange, like if they had a post credit scene, just like have like characters from each different multiverse, like say a different version of Iron Man played by a different actor, but that looks a lot like RDJ
Oh,
comes out like all
people
the
won't like that. People won't
yeah.
like that because it won't
People
change.
are gonna bitch anyway.
No, but
I watch movies Marvel for the plot, the characters, the action, and the other plot. If you
but
get my meaning,
I don't know if this is spread out, but and
this woman
Wolfie,
needs her shirtlessness.
I think I want to know because Wolfie, as another comic reader, I want to ask you, out of the three live action Spider-Mans, who has betrayed Spider-Man the best?
So, under legal jurisdictions, I have to speak to my lawyer because that is a spoiler for y'all people and not the people in the viewership for you two specifically. But
How is it a spoiler? I like Toby, Andrew, Tom. Like, who was the best?
Oh, I'm just joking on that. But in my opinion, I'd have to say, and I already forgot the options. Remind me the options again.
Toby
Tom Holland,
Maguire, Andrew
Tobey
Garfield,
Maguire.
Tom Holland.
I have to say, I can't say Tom Holland because Tom Holland.
Okay, that's fine.
Hold on, wait,
Slightly
Alice.
offended
Why did you gasp?
because
That's
I
her
love,
favorite. That's her favorite Spider-Man. That's why.
like I
Well,
love them
you
all
asked
equally.
who's
I
afraid, so I'm like, I can't say
You know, but
much. But I'd have to say. No, I swear I can English.
Andrew Garfield.
Yes, thank you. I swear I can
Like,
English.
I don't want to shit on Tobey Maguire's betrayal, but I feel a lot of people only say he's the best Spider-Man because that's what they grew up with. Now, I grew up with that trilogy too, but I feel looking back, there's some like no people say, "Oh, Spider-Man 3 is cringy." Did you
Oh, it
see?
is.
Did you see MJ in the whole trilogy? If I did, and she's awful.
He's not wrong, sadly.
All right, quickly, fire round. Yo, favorite out of the trilogy, go.
I haven't seen him in a while, but I always like 2 and 3. One was my favorite. I have to go and watch them because I haven't watched them in a while, so I wouldn't be able to give a proper opinion.
Wolf.
From the Spider-Man trilogy, two.
Yes.
Two.
For me, for me, it's 1 and 2. Leaning more towards 2.
I'm gonna back and watch it. But like that, speaking of that, there's a lot of people reason why people are saying, "Oh, Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire are coming back," because the actor that played Doc Ock is coming to the MCU to play Doc Ock, and then Jamie Foxx is coming to play Electro. But that argument doesn't make sense since J.K. Simmons came back to play J. Jonah Jameson. So that argument doesn't make sense. Well, the multiverse, and then you can't say, "Oh, the multiverse." Multiverse hasn't been opened yet.
Yeah, exactly. So shut up.
Like the only thing that's been open is timelines. That's
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the option of timelines has been open, but we haven't explored any of them yet.
Like
Of
this
course.
could be at the all like the original Tobey Maguire trilogy, the amazing movies, the X-Men movies. It could be in the wild can now, but in different timelines.
Yeah, like for
Which-
example, like Loki is going to be kind of nibbling on the different timelines because it's going to be a different Loki.
And like I say, we'll probably get like more insight. Maybe we might get like an X-Men character, but maybe it probably will be one like that hasn't been in the movies yet.
Delicious.
But speaking of X-Men, to the people saying that they want Wolverine back, Hugh Jackman himself chose to step out of the role.
You know who'd be a good exit? Fuck, I already said it.
Eggsy from Kingsman. Well,
Yes.
I'm pretty sure Hugh Jackman said he will help find a replacement, but I'm pretty sure he is done playing Logan.
Yeah, like he played him for like 15, 16 years.
Yeah, to the people that keep bitching saying they want them back, let the man rest. For the love of God.
I mean, I understand why people want it back, but it's like,
Oh, so do I.
It's like, yeah, like the one of the best Wolverine actors so far in human history, just stepping down. It's like, yeah, kind of hard to take that, but it's like you got to give others a chance. It's the same with
Exactly.
Steve as well as Iron Man.
Yeah,
If we're
like
gonna get more people to be better, not they don't have to come up to the bar as the others did. Like some can, some can't, obviously, but
like
in order
I
to
could see
do
Hugh
that,
Jackman training him. I didn't tell you what's gone. Sorry.
no, you're fine.
No.
Just in order to realize other people doing it, you kind of have to let them take that, like
And I could see. Sorry.
no, you're
Fuck.
fine. Like
No.
like for those that are probably gonna question why I say this, think of it as a little test trial, okay? You don't have to like the actor. As long as they do their best with the character, that's what should matter.
Exactly.
Yeah. Like,
I like.
can I just say this super quick? Like, you know how a lot of people don't like Origins Wolverine?
Yeah.
You have to admit, it was acted well. It's just the story was shit.
I like the story. I don't know about y'all.
No, but
I just didn't like the ending, in my
I
opinion.
kind of feel like I'm pretty sure like Hugh Jackman for like whoever replaces him as Wolverine. I say for the first movie at least, Hugh Jackman will help him,
Yeah.
and then after that the actor's on his own. But
Yeah.
like Daniel Radcliffe has been rumored for Wolverine, and honestly, I'd be down for that.
Exy.
Exit Kingman is also a good choice. But like a lot of people, what I don't understand as well, that Hugh Jackman, while his portrayal of Wolverine was amazing, it
It's not
wasn't.
comic book act.
No, it's not.
Because one, he's tall. Two, he's Australian,
Australian.
not Canadian.
So to everyone like complaining about comic book accuracy, if you want a comic book accurate Wolverine, Hugh Jackman cannot play that.
Yeah.
But
Deadpool.
we can go into Deadpool and the X-Men now. How do you think they're going to introduce the X-Men to the MCU? Because the Deadpool, it's going to be so fucking easy. You just walk in.
Yeah, like they could just like toss Deadpool in like wherever, and then
They
he'd be
don't.
like, "Huh?"
They don't need to explain. They don't need to make a movie about Deadpool going into the multiverse and shit. Just put him in an MCU movie and no one will give a fuck.
Yeah, that would be really cool. Like Deadpool, like seeing Deadpool, and then they're like, "You all want to fuck each other?" And they're like, "No," and then they go off and try and find Lady Death instead.
But no, how like the X-Men? How do you think they're going to include the X-Men in the MCU?
It would be cool if they got like a mixture between current X-Men, like as in current as in like the original timeline, and then like the timeline like from the past timeline. It'd be cool to have like a little kind of mash of the two of those.
Are you saying bring actors back or like do
That
storylines of a mixture?
no, I was saying bring the actors back. So like say for example, like Professor X, bring back fucking what's his name? Not Patrick Stewart. What's his name from?
Jane McAvoy?
Yes, like all of them. Like bring them back, like some past characters into the MCU, and then some would be present characters into the MCU. Like have their timelines mush
I agree
into.
with that. I do agree with that, mainly because I think Michael Fassbender
Ah,
put on an Oscar-winning performance in First Class.
I
but
can't think of that.
the funny thing is, yo, you still haven't seen you haven't seen the original X-Men, you haven't seen Wolverine, you haven't seen or Origins Wolverine or the Wolverine or Logan, so you don't really have a say on who
Well,
is
I
better
ca-
portrayal.
I kind of do, Alice.
Yo,
I'm
Yes.
saying you haven't watched the
yo,
originals.
yo,
So
yo,
I see. Yes.
yo. Are you mean to tell me on live you have not watched those movies?
Not yet. No, I haven't got around to it. No, not yet. No. I've seen
Hey,
First Class and they've seen Future Past.
and some you've watched. I think you watched some Apocalypse.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this now. I'm going to say this now. You have watched X-Men all wrong, my friend.
He's watching it in timeline order.
Yes, I'm watching Time Order.
No, you watched the timeline wrong.
Too bad. No, but Michael Fassbender I adored in First Class.
Yeah, but I'm just saying,
But like,
watch the
I
original
will. But I'm
and
just
then watch
saying.
the Wolverine trilogy. Technically, Logan and Dark Fate.
You haven't seen Logan. You refuse to watch it, so I don't know why you get
No,
on
because
me.
no, I'm just I have a reason because I don't want to watch Logan die because I grew up with Logan, so
So
I'm
you can't,
allowed.
you
Like
know you
I've
can't get
out
out your
of
Really?
feelings.
shush
Hold on, hold on.
shush. Out of all the Marvel movies, I have only not seen two. Wait, I'm just making sure I have a wait. Yes, two, which is Logan and Dark Phoenix. I have seen everything else.
Well, I think you dodged a bullet with Dark Phoenix, though.
Yeah, but I am going to watch it. It's on Disney Plus. I will watch it when you catch up on X-Men.
Well, I just heard so many things.
I don't care. We're watching it. We have to watch it.
Wolfie,
But
Wolfie, can you shed some light on Dark Phoenix?
See, okay, one first. Oof, Lord. The ever rage within me right now for both of you. Like, come on.
I just don't want to see Logan die.
I don't care.
Like
Like,
I'm
it
like
was meant in I'm sorry, in X-Men comics, you will not survive.
I would watch it, but I just don't want to see him die.
Alice. Sweet,
I
baby Alice.
I have an emotionally
I'm
broken.
gonna buy the Blu-ray. I'm gonna buy the Blu-ray to watch it in black and white. Fucking film noir type aesthetic.
I'm an emotionally broken child when it comes to film.
Alice, you sweet baby, sweet Alice. You will not survive the comics.
But
The funny thing is, like, I can handle for example, like comic book deaths and all that. It's just like seeing it like visually happen, like movements and shit. I have never cried at a book or a comic or a manga before. Well, tell a lie, I did cry at Your Lie in April.
Who
I
did?
think we all did. I think we all did. But no,
Yeah,
like
but I cried at
I
the manga, so.
I can see them getting some of the. I can back on topic now. I can see them getting some of the prequel actors back, mainly because like they were kind of dealt a bad hand. Like their performances were kind of wasted in some of those movies.
I can agree with that one. I can full on agree with that one. But really quick, to shed the light on Dark Phoenix, and Lord forbid that I get crucified by the fan base of themselves. Personally, in my opinion, Dark Phoenix was a wonderful movie, at least story-wise.
Oh,
Story-wise, I will admit that one. The story, in my opinion, was excellent. Now, many people can argue with me on this one. They can crucify they can literally walk up to my doorstep. I will be waiting on my porch for you. Y'all know who you are. But again, to me, the story was actually good. And the facts, many people have said it made no sense. Well, for those who have not watched X-Men movies a day in their lives, of course it doesn't make sense. You have to literally go back to where it all begins, which is the original ones. Make your way to the past, which would be Days of Future Past, still an excellent movie, by the way. See Apocalypse,
that's First Class is a masterpiece.
of course, and then you see Dark Phoenix. It makes sense. Basically, think of it as this: a jigsaw puzzle.
Wasn't it a retread of Last Stand, or so I've heard?
Repeat that again.
No, this is only what I've heard. It was a repeat of Last Stand. Like they tried to tell that story like it. That's now I want to go off what I've heard.
Crap baskets. Now I actually have to. I will get back to you on that question once I rewatch.
Okay, no, it's fine. Well, let's move on to the next topic. But so how do you guys think they'll introduce the X-Men to the MCU? Like, We'll go back
How
on
do
that
I
because we
think they're
kind of.
gonna do it? Well, to be fair, um, I'm not. I'm saying this. I'm not sure how they're gonna do it because in the comics, I don't think it was ever clear on how they did it, but how I think they're going to do it. Because to be relatively honest, both just the MCU and X-Men can be seen as like two parts within the multiverse, you know?
Yeah, I get what you mean.
Because because many people can assume, oh well, there's no mutants in the MCU. What's like, well, can't.
Wanda.
I mean, it's not just that. It's like you can't say. People will argue saying, well, the mutants from X-Men, including Wanda and her brother Quicksilver, aren't within the MCU. Aside from Wanda and Quicksilver, it's never clear, you know?
Yeah.
Like
Like,
it's never
will they do a new Scarlet Witch from the X-Men universe or what?
um hmm. Let me sit up really quick and think on this.
I was you still there?
Yeah,
You okay?
yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Meat toboggan. Anyway.
Wait, what the fuck? Meet the bargain.
I don't know. I've been saying meat toboggan as of late for some odd reason.
I saw that you said in one of our group chats today.
Yeah, I was trying to. It took me a good 5 minutes to spell toboggan, right? But that's not the point. Back to the question. I think they might. I have to. I have to really.
They might do another Scarlet Witch in the MCU. Wouldn't that get confusing though?
Look at Days of Future Past. Do you really want to? You really want to ask that?
Fair enough.
Like, come on. I'm sorry, but Days of Future Past got confusing after a good while until you had to realize it was a jigsaw puzzle. Okay,
But
but the thing about it for me is to go back on how they're going to introduce the two. It's like I said, it's not specified that they're not already where we currently are. It's just we haven't seen them, you know? Like we've seen them
yeah,
we've seen them separately in their respective places, which a lot of people would, yeah, that's agreeable. But we haven't seen them like together. Like we don't just see, oh, for example, Iron Man flying by the X Mansion, you know? It's like we
yeah.
don't see stuff like that. So they might do it like that, like I said, or
Something to do with
probably,
I'd say they're gonna do something with the multiverse.
yeah, that's exactly what I was gonna say. Or they probably might do it like for the multiverse. Well, yeah, hair. What the hell's going on? Hello.
Hilarious. I'm just tired.
Oh well.
What do you think of Deadpool's sexuality coming out?
Like, no, I think everyone has every right to say that because it is within Deadpool's character, and doesn't he always flirt with Spider-Man in the comics as well?
Kinda. That's what I've seen.
Well, see, why are you laughing?
It's just, I every time I hear that, I kind of chuckle, but
And I think it'd be fun to see Tom Holland and Ryan Reynolds work off each other, like with the quips and banter and stuff.
I mean, like, it wouldn't be a bad idea.
Hmm.
Yeah, no, I think
You know, it'd be interesting as well.
what?
Yeah.
Say Lady Death.
Ooh, well,
I
no,
I I I I personally think Lady Death is your one from that he fucked in the first film. Like she eventually becomes Lady Death.
I was gonna say Hell is Lady Death, but I remember no, Hell is the goddess of death. That's different. But no, I agree with they might go down that route. Cause couldn't he speak to her in like some plane of resistance in Deadpool 2, was it?
Yes, every time he quote unquote died, he was able to like see her, but he wasn't able to go through.
Yeah. So it would make a lot of sense for her to become Lady Death. Since like I remember the other day you showed me a clip from the Deadpool game, which I really want to play. And like she said like they were at a party and like she said like we can't be together. Like that wasn't that the dialogue?
It wasn't really a party, but it was just the two of them together with a sex doll in the corner.
that's a party to Deadpool.
No, she was saying like that their time is short, because Deadpool had died again because he got like sliced in half, and
Yeah.
then she put him back together, and then he died again, and they were on a boat together.
I remember we saw
And in
Deadpool
the
on Valentine's Day.
in like the comic book like backstory for her, it just says like Deadpool always, whenever he dies, he always tries to fuck Lady Death.
So it would make sense to
Okay.
be hot for her to be Lady Death. So I remember Alice we saw Deadpool.
On
Wasn't
Valentine's Day.
wasn't that our second Valentine's Day or first Valentine's Day? Was it 2015 or 2016
Wait,
that came out?
hold on. I'm gonna Google it. Give me 2 seconds.
Because if that was our first Valentine's, that'd be funny.
Deadpool. What
For
the? It came out in 2016, and as soon as I put in Deadpool, it says Deadpool 2 Stunt Death.
Oh, that maybe we. Okay, I don't want to
well
put that
then.
on. Let's not look it up because I don't want to put anything heavy on the podcast. But
Oh, I remember this. It was like the stunt double for oh, what's your one? The one that's always lucky.
oh, they got heard about this too. Yeah, I remember vaguely hearing about this.
Yeah, it was a motorcycle accident that was caused
Oh,
by
I think I remember the
someone
scene.
by someone fucking up on
Yeah,
set.
yeah,
Yeah, that.
yeah. But no, I remember we saw Deadpool for anniversary, but I also remember not anniversary Valentine's Day, but I remember when we saw but the lights didn't turn off properly.
No, they were on the entire time.
Yeah, the lights stayed on the entire time you were watching. It was very off-putting.
But at the same time, we had a lovely snuggle.
Yeah, it was a good. It was a good. It was a good movie. The perfect movie for Valentine's Day.
Hey, that's what the trailers and the poster said. Bring your
That's
girlfriend to
true.
this.
No, but
And
it's like
what happened when we went in? What
it
was
was
there?
all all
It was
couples.
there were no single guys. It was just all men's and women's and men's and men's.
It was all couples. It was so funny. But like, I don't think they have technically do anything elaborate to put Deadpool in the MCU.
No,
They,
just stuff like Deadpool like breaks the fourth wall. He essentially killed himself for doing Green Lantern.
yeah, I remember one thing I remember in Deadpool 2 is when he's asking where the X-Men are, and then there's like a coffin room behind him, and I think it's Beast that runs up and slowly closes the doors.
Yeah, it's like a what you call it, like a convention.
Yeah, like they're having a little meeting or something, and there's a little cameo.
Yeah, and then like Deadpool's always like, "What? Why is there only like one or two of you in this house?" And then like you just see like everyone having like the little convention reunion in like that one room.
Speaking of cameos, do you guys know that scene in First Class where Magneto and Professor X are going around recruiting people, and they see Wolverine and just told them to fuck off?
Yeah.
I
That-
thought I was the only one who noticed that.
Apparently he was supposed to say fuck off, but they just had to keep doing the scene over and over. Hugh Jackman just got so pissed. He said fuck off. And what's funny is James McAvoy and Michael Fassbender weren't expecting that, so their reaction is genuine.
I'm gonna have to watch that scene again.
Just yeah, watch it when the podcast is over. It's actually genuinely funny. No, but I feel like if they're doing the X-Men, it will have to be kind of an Avengers level movie, if you get what I mean. You just watched it, didn't you? Yeah, she did. I could tell.
You can tell she did.
Poor James McAvoy's face. He just looks so sad. He's like,
He's a good boy. That's why.
he's like smiling, and then you just see a smile turn into a little sad face.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. But
If you hear before we continue, if you hear like little snores in the background, my doggos are sleeping together. It's so cute.
But get adorable. But I say if they're gonna do the X-Men again, like okay, when you do the X-Men again, it will have to be big, like Avengers level big.
Mm.
You know, like and
X-Men versus the Avengers.
I'd
Dun
love
dun dun.
I would love that. But
It's already happened, I bet.
yeah, it probably has in the comics. Wolfie.
Hi, I'm Wolfie.
He knows all.
Okay, let's go into an easier topic. The Fantastic Four.
Wait, which one?
No,
Just
MCU, new cast.
Oh,
Who do you want?
Oh,
And no one could come back. Make it harder.
no, because then I would have just said Chris Evans, so they could always make a joke saying, "Oh, you remind me of Steve Rogers." Oh yeah, I get that a lot.
Speaking of jokes, I am still mad that no one in the writing room for Infinity War put in a Sherlock joke when both Robert Downey Jr. and Benedict Cumberbatch have played Sherlock Holmes.
I was hoping for one.
It would have been so easy. Like, all you have to do is for one of them to say something obvious, and the other replies, "Yeah, no shit, Sherlock." Oh, see, it was so easy.
Yeah.
Anyways, Fantastic Forecast.
I'm still on my thing saying Chris Evans coming back as the Human Torch. I don't give a shit.
Michael Fassbender has said he wants to play Doctor Doom, so if they aren't gonna do like what you were saying about bringing the old the new war X-Men actors back, I
Well,
say
the new and the old. Then if they do that, then you know what they do? They get
What?
Patrick Stewart back because Patrick Stewart is still acting, and all he has to do is sit in a wheelchair and be badass.
That's true. Ian McKellen though is probably a bit iffy, but no, but if they're going to entirely recast the X-Men, then I say bring Michael Fassbender for Doctor Doom. I would want him for Magneto more because I feel that was an Oscar-worthy performance he did for First Class.
I don't know why, but I have an idea for the Thing.
I have one too. You go first.
Right? No, you go first because I want to see if you and me have the same telekinesis
Okay,
bullshit
no,
that we always get.
Count to three. Three.
No. I want to hear you first because I already have.
Okay.
I already.
The Rock.
Hellboy.
Oh, okay, I like that. Okay,
Yeah.
I was just thinking of Hellboy, really.
See, I'm always right. 94% of the
Yeah,
time, I'm
the
always
Force,
right.
But we're going to probably say the Force Hellboy from the Force two movies.
No.
not that
The good Hellboy.
Okay, not that the guy who played Hellboy in the sequel, in the world sequel, the reboot, is a bad actor. It's Hopper from Stranger Things, for fuck's sake. But no, the Force one from the
I refuse to watch that Hellboy. I'd rather gouge
the
my own
costume design.
eyeballs out.
The costume
That's
design.
what I hated. Like they made his hair so long and greasy looking. I'm like, no, that's not how it looks. I have one of the one of the comics, like the origin comic, and I'm like, no, that's not how it looks. It's supposed to be like slick back with a little ponytail that's tucked in, and then he like all that, and I'm like, no, he looks even his face, no.
Okay,
No.
I think he'd be a good thing. He'd be very good. He'd be very good at playing. I think.
And
What would you
plus
have to name?
hold on.
I forget the actor.
He does Fallout as well. So hold on. Fallout voice and narrator. Ron Perlman.
That's his name. I couldn't think of it. But he'd be a good thing. I'd say you'd get him or The Rock. I think would be the best choice of a thing. To be honest.
Yeah, but at the same time, like they're gonna CG everything about the thing.
I know that, but I just feel like The Rock would be a good choice because, like, I think out of all the actors that transitioned from WWE to actual acting, The Rock was the best one by far.
Yeah.
John Cena,
Still,
he's trying. He's trying hard. Just John, if you're listening, you actually are a good actor, but you just keep picking shit. That is your problem.
Like, there's only one thing wrong with it. If they did get fucking Hellboy,
What?
they'll have to probably like crease out his wrinkles because he is old now.
yeah,
That'll probably be the only thing holding him back, I think. But like,
Yeah, but at the same time, they'll easily like cover that up with like rocks and shit. I'm actually gonna see how old is he?
like what? Like he'd only be human for the first at most 45 minutes of the movie.
Yeah.
So just the age him for that amount of time, and then just make a CGI creature and have him do the voice. Done. Have someone like, since he's old, have somebody else do the mocap.
Yeah.
But
Just
now,
do someone do the mocap and like he does the face.
yeah, that's how they probably get it done. But
He's
if
71 years old.
Ooh, okay, that could be an issue.
No, it wouldn't. It'd be an issue when he hits like 80.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a sad day when he dies.
We do know they are making a Fantastic Four. It's just a matter of when. They are planning on making it one. I remember I watched that fucking Disney live event for all their new shit for like hours. It was fucking great. But no, so but they couldn't, like, Chris Evans is a good choice for Johnny Storm, but if they couldn't get Chris Evans,
I don't know then, because like if like I am only saying that because like it would be funny to do some jokes.
yeah,
Saying
definitely would be.
like, or even a funnier one, like someone like later on in the series, like they're playing like the Fantastic Four film, and they're saying, "Oh, you look like him. Like he looks exactly like you." And he's like, "Yeah, I get told that I look a lot like like lots of people." Because like there's so many jokes you could make out of that.
I have an idea for Johnny Storm, but it doesn't matter. Like, we've said this actor for another character, so it matters is like if he doesn't get this other character. For Eggsy from Kingsman, I think would be another good choice for Johnny Storm, but that's only if he doesn't get Wolverine.
Yeah, but there's a problem though.
What?
We have to get someone, and I'm saying this because Fan Four Stick fucked it up.
I refuse to watch that movie. I honestly do.
No, what really pissed me off was that Johnny and his sister were supposed to be twins. Fucking twins.
But to be fair, that actor did redeem himself by playing Killmonger.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying, like, no, it's not his fault. It's the fucking directors and all that. Like, they're like, oh, you know what would be a good idea? What, sir? Yeah, all right. Human Torch. Yes, we're gonna make him black. Is his sister gonna be black? No, she's gonna be white as a fucking snowflake.
No, like, if you're gonna make one,
I'm like, but how is that gonna work? Because he's black and she's white, and they're technically twins. Shouldn't she be mixed? No,
that's to do.
No, she's gonna be white as a fucking snowflake.
No, but like if they're gonna make one black, make both black. You know, that's
exactly. Or like make at least one mix. If like they had to be somewhat white. Jesus Christ. That's kind of the main reason I refuse to watch. I'm like, if they can't get the twins right, what else did they fuck up?
Okay, so let's go back to the casting for Mr. Fantastic and then Invisible Woman. Who do you guys want?
Well, we can't say Jessica Alba.
No, you can't. Unfortunately, she's hot. She's hot.
Oh.
No, but have you? Okay, Amanda Seinfeld, I think, would be a decent choice.
Really though?
I think Amanda Seinfeld or Emma Stone.
Really though?
Okay, here you're thinking.
All right, I'm just saying this in the circumstance that her brother is also blonde, Margot Robbie, because at least she can do action films.
Yes, but
that is exactly who I was thinking.
I think the only thing stopping Margot Robbie though is I
She's
think
contracted with
DC. Yes,
DC.
I think
But at the same time, like that can be broken now because James Gunn he
Right.
bro-
That
he
is
broke
true.
the
yeah,
he broke the circle.
and that's Disney's own fault because they let him go. DC were like, yeah, we're taking this. Disney were like, we fucked up, and then he brought him back.
Yep,
Disney royally fucked up there. But like,
yep.
who the fuck gets fired over jokes they made about 10 fucking years ago?
That's why. No, that's what I'm saying. Like if because James Gunn broke essentially that circle, then you can just
Yeah,
get Margot Robbie in, and then I don't know who the fuck plays the brother. Like I'm just saying for like whatever.
I
Like
see a lot of people saying one name, but I can't think of the actor's name on top of my head.
what film is he in? And
I
I'll
don't remember. I can't think of what he's in or his name on top of my head. Fuck. I think he's in The Office. I'm not too sure. Like the US
hold
Office.
on. I'll Google like U.S. office. U.S. office.
I'll do it too so I can get the actor's name.
No, I'll just look up cast. Or just do you like
Cast.
what about is it BJ Novik?
No, it's John. I can't pronounce that last name.
Oh, the one that says Jim. Oh my god, he's fucking hot.
People are saying him and Mr. Fantastic.
Oh my god, he's
I,
fucking
I,
hot.
I, I can see it. I can see that, to be honest.
I mean, I'm pretty sure a lot of people
Oh
do.
my god, he's hot.
Oh no, he's hot!
Fucking SpongeBob me. Okay, no, hold on. I'm gonna timestamp now. Hold on, I need a timestamp.
Oh no, he's hot.
Hold on. So, 2, 3. Would that be 1 hour? 26 minutes.
What was I gonna say?
Okay, and then who should we get play Doctor Doom if we can't get Michael Fassbender? Let's just say he came back for Magneto.
Hold on. Let me get my brain thinking.
Well, for you, been awfully quiet. So, who do you think?
I've been letting y'all have your joyride on this one. I can't think of another. I've had two of the same ideas as Alice. I'm like, you know what? I'm not. Like, I'm not gonna look like a fool like that.
Okay, Michael. Okay, so with Doctor Doom, like his face would be covered most of the movie, so it can literally be anybody.
Oh, I have an idea.
Go on.
I don't know if how this would work, but I would be very interested to see how he'd work. Nathan Fillion, you
Name.
know, the guy that was in that short Uncharted film.
Ooh.
Remember he was fucking hot, and I
Yeah.
said he looks so much like Nathan Drake, and
Alice.
Okay.
Alice. I can make it better. Alice, what about my Nathan Drake cosplay? I made it worse. I made it worse. Did I make it worse or better?
Yo, I think you're just making her like simp more.
Is that true, baby? Alice? Okay,
Yo, I think you broke her. Just I think you broke her, man.
I'll show you what. No, like I don't want to like toot my own horn, but like my mom helped me with that cosplay, and it is one of my favorite cosplays I've ever done. I'll show. Alice, would you agree with that? I'll show you later.
Yo, you're breaking her, man.
Okay, so
Now he's recording.
Craig, you fucked up on us. You left. But I think it's because I broke Alice and talk about Nate and Drake. Anyway, so yeah. Freaking Doctor Doom. If you couldn't get Doctor Doom, the Nate and Drake gonna be Doctor Doom, who would you get?
I have to agree with Alice.
Yeah.
Anyone
Yeah,
can
Most
really be
people agree
Doctor
with me.
Doom. It's just
You
like
know, anyone can like if you don't like it's like with Doctor Doom, you can't say, "Oh, I don't. This actor doesn't look like Doctor Doom," because you rarely see Doctor Doom without his mask on, anyways.
Exactly. And
So
underneath his mask, it's supposed to be like really fucked up and shit.
I didn't say actually. This is popped in my head.
Well,
If this actor had to play someone in MCU, who would it be? The actor being Keith David.
he would play Keith David.
Honestly, like Keith David could play a lot of characters. I think like he would be fair. Like I just fucking love Keith David. I think Keith David didn't. It turns to gold, to be honest.
Mm.
Like if they entirely CGI Galactus, Keith David. I'm sorry.
yeah.
Like
You know what?
holy
Yeah. I'm
You
sorry,
know what
but
I keep on.
I have
You
to.
know what when I
hold
think
on,
of like
hold on,
Galactus.
hold on. I heard what you said now. So Wolfie, then Alice.
Okay.
No, I said I have to agree with you on that one. Just CGI
Like-
Galactus, just Keith Davis.
Yeah, that's perfect. Alice, your turn.
You know, whenever I think of Galactus, I just think of that bit in like in Doctor Strange. Tomorrow I have become to bargain, and every time I say that around my D&D players, they're
We
like,
kept saying
tomorrow I've come to bargain. Dab.
because
Tomorrow I've come to bargain. Dab. Tomorrow blight.
I love how like Benedict Cumberbatch played Don Morrow as well. Fuck, I'm doing it again. I love how Benedict Cumberbatch played both roles. They are.
Wait, what?
Yeah, Benedict Cumberbatch played both roles.
I didn't know that. I need to watch Doctor Strange again.
Like you can't really tell, but he played both roles.
Tomorrow I've come to bargain. Murdered. Tomorrow I've come to bargain. Blighted.
But you know who I want to see more of in Doctor Strange 2?
Your ma.
Wong. I love Wong.
Yeah.
The Wong does need to come back.
Like I feel like I loved Endgame, but I wish Wong was in it more. You know, I wish he had more to do. Like there was some like it was to the point where you could have said he snapped. Like he could have snapped with everyone else and like not much change, you know what I mean?
Mm.
But I love that line. Is that everyone? What, you wanted more? I love like they have like I love, you know, Sam and
Bucky.
no, not Sam and Bucky. Sam and Steve, Tony and Rhodey, Thor and Hulk, but I got it. One of my favorite friendships, and it's very underrated, is Steven and Wong. I am sorry, but that is a wholesome fucking friendship.
So is Peter and Ned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that reminds me of something else. What do you guys think of Ned becoming a villain in Fathom Home? I don't think he'll exactly become a villain in Fathom Home, but I think he'll be set up for.
I think Flash will.
Definitely. Like there is something with Flash right there.
Like he's gonna become. If let's just say they don't bring Venom, like you know, like the actor Venom
Yeah.
into the MCU. If they had to do a Venom quote unquote storyline, get Flash to do it.
Yeah.
If they can't get Eddie.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they can't get
Just
Eddie. They said they can't get Annie. I think there's something else that I misheard you. Sorry. But my thing is I feel like Tom Holland's portrayal of Spider-Man is good, but I feel like the mixture between Miles Morales and Peter Parker, which I think is a good thing. No, I think it's a good thing. But like,
no, because I know what you're gonna say. You're gonna be like, but the PlayStation 4 one is the superior one.
I wasn't going to say anything about the PS4.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to say they might not do Harry Osborn in the MCU.
I think they
least not-
will, but
at
I
least
think
not
that
yet.
I think they'll do it in a way where they're not friends,
Yeah. Wolfie?
but they'll become friends.
Wolfie opinion?
You can't really have Spider-Man without the Osborns.
No, Norman will still be a thing. but I don't know how they're gonna fit in Harry because it seems a bit late now, in my opinion.
I
So-
think either he's gonna show up in No Way Home, like Aunt May probably like knows the Osborns and gets him to stay with Harry Osborn, and then they become friends like that way. Or like when he goes to college, because like he's like a senior or junior now in school,
Yeah,
and then like he like when he graduates, he goes to college. He meets Harry in like the photography like those kind of classes, and then they become friends that way, and then
maybe Ned gets jealous, and that's why Ned becomes Hobgoblin.
mm,
I don't know,
but we have to get Norman Osborn to become the Goblin because yeah.
okay, who do you want to play Green Goblin if you can't get Willem Dafoe? Like Willem Dafoe is perfect in the role, but we can't get him back for whatever reason.
Okay, hold on. I'm going back onto the Googles. Hold on.
Wolfie, Willem Dafoe cannot return as Green Goblin. Who's your choice?
Repeat that again, because you said that a little too fast.
All right. If Green Goblin can't come back, who
Willem
would you
Dafoe.
get to play Green Goblin?
Like if you can't bring back Willem Dafoe,
Hmm.
because that's the obvious choice. We'd all love him to come back, but like just say he's busy or he just chooses not to, whatever the reason being.
Hmm. Hmm.
I don't know. I don't want to ask the question. I don't even know the answer. I don't even have an answer.
I don't even think I have an answer actually, because there's a lot of actors that go into this.
Yeah.
I might have one,
What?
but I don't know. Like I'm thinking between one or three, but at the same time, like the two of them will have to like they're all from the same TV show, but two of them it's only plain, but like they're not would be around the same age. Like one of them I see more as Harry.
Go
I'm
on.
thinking David Harbour as Norman Osborn.
Ooh.
Steve Harrington as either Norman Osborn or Harry Osborn, or Jonathan is Norman Osborn or Harry
Oh,
Osborn.
These are great choices. Steve especially as Norman as Harry.
Harry.
Yeah.
Because he's a fluffy little baby who needs love and protection, especially from the entity, especially when he's in his little superhero uniform. Because he's such a little baby. He's such a little baby,
But
and he doesn't deserve to be on the hook, because if someone puts on the hook, I will fucking stab him in the throat.
anyhow, like, and I feel like we'll probably get like a few more movies of Tom Holland. Like, I think Tom Holland will get a whole saga of 6
Yeah,
movies. To be
because
honest.
essentially, quote unquote, Disney probably went up to Sony, stabbed him in the butthole, and said, "You're giving us more movies."
Now, as far as I know, Tom Holland's contract will be up for Far From Home, but he'll probably will knew it.
Yeah, because Disney's like, "You're not going anywhere."
But no, I feel like we won't. Like, we'll probably get a setup for Ned in Far From Home, but we'll get a big setup for Flash. Like something big will happen with Flash.
Flash,
That is true.
oh, savior of the universe.
And like, if you look at the other Flashes from like the other two movies, the Amazing Spider-Man and the original trilogy, Flash was a very one-note character.
Mm.
Like, I don't even recall Flash in the Amazing Spider-Man. You know, like
Yeah.
he has to be there. He has to have been there because Flash is an integral part.
He was in the basketball scene, and the only time you see Flash in the original trilogy was in
The hallway. There was a hallway scene. I remember that.
the hallway scene and the food fight scene, and that one time he picked up MJ.
Yeah, so like that's the thing with Flash. So like,
Flash is essentially the one that that goes to fuck MJ before Peter can fuck MJ.
but then but I kind of how like, you know, the Flash in the Tom Holland movies isn't, you know, you're stereotypical like Flash
He's
in
smart.
yeah, like Flash looks like what an actual bully would look like. What the Amazing Spider-Man and the original trilogy did was a very cartoonish bully.
Yeah.
You know, oh, big, strong, six-pack in high school. yeah, basketball, football, yeah. Oh, Joe.
Hmm.
So I know how, like, the Flash is more kind of believable. Not to say there aren't people like the Flash anymore, don't trust it at all, but like nowadays, that Flash is more believable.
Yeah. Ugh.
And then that scene, you walk with Spider-Man, I walk with Spider-Man, not for Spider-Man.
That was funny.
I love that scene so much. But
Eh.
apparently, Far From Home will have a debt. No, Far From Home, No Way Home, sorry, will have a debt.
Who do you think would die?
Honestly, either Happy or Ned.
Why Ned?
I don't know. I've heard Ned be thrown around by terrorists. Wolfie, what are your thoughts?
I have to agree with Ned. I
Yeah,
have to agree with that.
and
Is that because everyone wants like Aunt May to be happy so she can fuck Happy?
maybe. But I hope now that we do get some stuff for Uncle Ben in No Way Home.
Like a flashback at least.
Yeah, but like I understand why they haven't talked about Ben yet.
Cause it's done over and over and I just want it. I'm tired.
I was
No,
just
but,
going to ask, we do not repeat the loop.
yeah, but it's like the original trilogy and the Amazing series. Both their first movies were origin stories, but Spider-Man has already Peter Parker in the MCU has already been Spider-Man for a good portion of time. And like a lot of people say, "Oh, Iron Man was the Uncle Ben in that universe." Kind of. I kind of agree with that statement.
I'm
I'm
getting sleepy.
Yeah, same. We're going to wrap it up soon. So, Wolfie, you have something to say, and then we'll probably wrap up.
That's. I can't. I cannot. No. For the life
I
of
love
me,
the
I can't.
relationship between Tony and Peter, but I don't think he's an outright replacement for him.
Yeah,
Ben.
that's what I have to agree right there. Like, I get the relationship, why people would say that, but it's like no, he's not the Uncle Ben for Peter.
No,
Like,
Uncle Ben's already dead.
but Wolfie, do you feel like need to they had to do the back? How do you feel with them omitting the backstory of Uncle Ben again?
Well, despite seeing it so many times personally, I don't care. It's like because we know, Uncle Ben he died. Well, no, not so like a heartless person. Yes, we do know
he
Uncle Ben
died.
dies. Like we know he dies. We know he was a big influence on Peter's life and everything. Oh, great power comes with great responsibility. We get that. So really, to the newer fans, they would appreciate that, but it's like to us older fans, it's kind of like
We have
I do-
actually have any of us ever heard the Tom Holland Peter say with great power comes great responsibility?
No, I don't think they have yet. But I think Far From Home will be the movie where we get a bunch of Uncle Ben influences. And like I think during the final wait, I think you can faintly no, I don't know how true this is, but I think in Homecoming people have said you can faintly hear it in that pillow scene where he gets crushed. I don't know how true that claim is.
I'll watch it again because I love that scene.
But I too think Peter will be fighting whoever it is, right? Whoever the villain is to be fighting, about to lose. And then he'll be the villain be taunting him, and Peter be on the ground, and he's trying to get back up, and he's here with MJ, Happy, Ned, Aunt May talk
Blah,
to
blah,
her, say still they said to him throughout the movie, and then you hear with great power comes with great responsibility, and that little push, I say we'll see Uncle Ben do flashbacks, but we'll never hear him say that, and then we'll hear him say that, and then Peter will get up. And then that'll give him the power to win. You know what I mean? That'll give him the motivation to
The
win.
power of winning.
Yeah. But no, I do think at some point we'll get Uncle Ben But like, here's what I'll say: the reason why we haven't got Uncle Ben in the MC yet is because the stories being told didn't call for Uncle Ben to be told yet.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
That's the reason I've been, and I agree with that reasoning because I thought that's been trying to run, and it makes a lot of sense because like it would kind of disrupt the story of Homecoming and Far From Home if we just like mentioned Uncle Ben. I believe in the original script for Homecoming there was going to be a mention of Ben, like when he was getting money for the dance. Where that scene was getting away from the dance, where Aunt May was supposed to say, "You look a lot like Ben." I don't know. It shouldn't be something like that, but I think they took it out because it didn't feel right. But anyways, we've been rambling on for about 2 hours now. Well, almost 2 hours. So
I'm tired. I need a drink.
yeah, it's late for me now. So thank you guys for watching this episode of Yoh and The Hooligans. Alice and Murphy, thank you for joining me as usual.
Oh, no problem.
Yay.
We will probably be back in a while for another podcast and other stuff because with people finishing with school and stuff, it's almost the summertime, so we can get back to TS stuff.
Ooh, which also means we get our good boy, which Alice likes to call Uncle Tom.
Yeah,
Uncle Tom.
we have a podcast suited. Murphy, we won't tell them what it is. But
Oh no! Absolutely, that one a surprise.
yeah, we're gonna. But and we also have a gaming channel which me and Alice post to very regularly.
You should have.
Should have a 4-hour stream today of 8.
4.5.
Yeah,
We saw the very tall, the very beautiful, the very voluptuous booty, which I did shoot in her butt cheek, which was kind of funny.
Because of the time
How to question you on that?
Of the time this video is recording,
it just happened. I aimed and I shot her in the butt cheek.
So, because the reason at the time this video is recording, it is Friday. So, anyway, that's up and running. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the bell, all that stuff. And if you do hit that bell, Alice will give you a plushie because Alice is the queen of plushies.
No, they're mine.
Okay, I tried. All right, thank you all for watching. Goodbye.
Nice Stuffy.
We'll see you on the next one.
Bye.
Nice Stuffy. Alright, Craig, fuck off.